Hel- Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome into today's session. First of all, very sorry that we ran into some technical glitches in the last minute. So yeah, but we're here now, and today we will be having a session on CSS 101. So before introducing our guest speaker, I want to take a moment and check in with all of you. How are you all doing in the journey of your course? And I hope that you are learning and expanding your horizon and most definitely enjoying your holidays while also hustling for your New Year's resolution. So, with that, let's welcome Joshua. Joshua is a senior year undergraduate at IIIT Baroda. He is a front end web developer, and being a generalist, he's very much involved in leadership positions, having worked as community manager with ProGate, and you can also find him writing blogs or mentoring student in his free time. He has also been judge and speaker at various hackathons. So and he's also the founder of the Unpretentious Web, which is a global initiative and a community platform for web developer enthusiasts. So with that, Joshua, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Nishta, and sorry guys, like I was facing some technical issues, and I hope everything is fine now. We'll start the session, and yeah, most importantly, I welcome everyone to this 30 days of web development program, and I thank the host. And yeah, so before getting into the web development, like how many are actually beginners, or what's your level right now? Like I want to know if someone can comment over here, it would be better. So let's keep this session interactive. So that would be great for you to explore. And yeah, if if that's not the case, like I'll go with my own flow. Like how many are beginners, and what's your level in web development? Like how many days before you have begun that one? Anyone, like just drop a comment. So beginner Harshita Verma. Okay, that's good. That's this that's good spirit, like to be a beginner. Nikhil. Yeah. So it's good to go, I guess, like intermediate and beginner. Okay. That, like there are various people, and most of the comments are very beginner. Okay. Fine. Thank you. So I'll just share my screen. Just someone can tell me if it is visible. So is it visible? Whatever I'm showing right now. So is it visible? Yeah. Okay, so I'll just start with the CSS part, because this is the session dedicated for the CSS 101. So, so this CSS, many of them think that HTML and CSS are very, like, maybe you may think that it's a noob level thing or something, but actually it's very important to understand each and everything in web development. So I'll be sharing many roadmaps and how you can explore further, because this session, I don't want to end it here. I want you to explore in this 30 days as well. So I'll try my best in the limited time to give the best of myself. So so digging into myself, like I am a front-end developer, and I am actually into the communities and mentoring people. Like various hackathons, I've been invited as a speaker, and I'm also the founder of the Unpretentious Web and community outreach at Tech Phantoms. So these are the two communities, and there are many more, but I just want to introduce myself. And before you get into something, like maybe making a website, a full-fledged website or a landing page or simple thing, you have to think about the design perspective, like why you should actually think of design. So we'll look at that, because the solution of whatever you are planning or making is actually comes from the design itself. Like whatever the some designer designs it, you have to implement it. The job of front end developer. So it is very important as a you are in the CSS session, you have to understand the design as well. So it is actually the first step to understand design, and which is the I told you the source of solution. And most of the things or problems in product based companies. Now I'm interning at a few startups and product based companies. So, and there, most of the things are sorted during the design process itself. Like, it's not that just be like whenever you go to the client and he'll ask you to make changes, that won't be the thing over there. So, it also motivates you. The better the design, or as a front end developer, my personal experience, like better design and better code you can do. Like it personally motivates me. I don't know like how much it works for other people. And yeah, so coming into today's agenda, like what I'll be discussing, first thing will be the basics design strategy, like not deep into design, but I am a design inspired front end developer, so I'm going in my way. Some people may like or not, but it is very important and you'll be more efficient, to be frank. And the thinking process, the way you think before implementation, that's important. And I'll be giving the 5 steps to research any website or any design things. uh, or maybe you can say whenever you start some website, making a website, you need to understand like why you have to make and what's the importance of that. And also why UI UX. It's actually out of this topic, but yeah, I'll give a bit introduction so that you can be good at UI UX as well as front end development. So, and also the psychology of design, how design actually communicates with you and the users over there. And we'll dig more into the front end. So, the 5 design strategies. First design strategy is assessing, like assessing a particular problem, like what is the actual problem, and actually like analyzing the background of it. Like, suppose if I say you are making a website for maybe you can say an NGO or anything like that. First thing you should do, like what is the NGO working for and what is the whole motive. Like if it is a pet one or maybe dog rescue or something like that, you should analyze the unique selling proposition, you should call it, right? So what is the uniqueness of that particular organization? And you have to understand, after assessing you have to understand you have to connect their working. Okay. And through that you have to learn. So after understanding you need to learn how you have to actually begin or start the project. And then after learning, the execution phase, which is the actual phase. And after that, this checking is an iteration process. Again, if you are stuck somewhere, you have to come from the first point, which is assessment. And this is the basic design strategy. I don't want to take much time, so I took a couple of minutes for this. And yeah, so do not proceed until you know your audience. I told you like before, I have given some points. Like through that we have got to understand that we should not proceed until we know the audience. And if we don't know the motive, like why are you doing this actually? Like if you are making something, there should be some meaning for it so that it will be valuable. So whenever I see most of the beginners, what they do, even I did that mistake. Like whenever you learn web development or whenever you're entering into a new field, you just go through the tutorial or what you say, like you code blindly, though you understand the syntaxes and syntaxes and all the rules of that particular language or anything platform, but you should know the motive of the project and motive of for what you're working. That makes you efficient. And also the companies expect you to be that kind of a person rather than just watching the tutorials and coding it and or cloning directly the GitHub things. So that's not the way. and also the usage, how much extent you can make this to be useful. It can be a small feature, it can be a small button over the on the nav bar, but it should be a meaningful thing and it should be useful. And also, yeah, how much you can expand that particular feature. If you are planning to do something like, maybe you are, I told you the example, like you're placing some feature, you are asking the client or anyone, or if you're working for an NGO or an organization, open source, you can say, you can ask like, this will be useful for that, and you can expand this, the future of that particular feature. And yeah, if it is building an identity, or it is a good thing to have an identity. Like sometimes a feature in some product, it makes it to be identified. Like in Instagram nowadays, if you see the reels is a feature, so it has become the identity for Instagram. So every product, every company has their own identity through something, through their own product. Okay, and yeah, so I follow this three pillar principle. I don't know, like I follow it very much. So if you can see the first pillar, the problem and approach is the first pillar. If you can see over here, like here are three pillars. The first pillar is the problem approach, and second pillar depends on the skill of yours, like how much skilled you are in any particular domain. It can be web development or business management, community management, whatever it is, it's generalized. And the third thing is to have a structured mindset and plan. So that is very important. Even though you are lacking some some second pillar, some things in the second pillar, if you have this twin, it will actually push this whole thing. So these this is the actual support for these two pillars. But what is the main agenda of this thing is the design pillar, which is, I named it as design pillar, but it is all about structuring and arranging before you actually execute. So that will actually push the code, and that will actually motivate you to code more, or to build a successful product in the end. And these three pillars, what ensures sustainability, I told you, it will be more sustainable than anything, any other approach, and pushes you to code more, motivate to work. And also, you have to keep more design and less feature. Like you have to not keep adding some unnecessary, maybe unnecessary features, but you should be merging, trying to merge them and create one a good feature, which is based on the design perspective. And also, let's dig more into front end. Like enough about design. So I think I've taken much time to explain about the design, but what actually is front end? So I hope you all have attended the HTML session, which was the, I think, last one, and hope you understood like what, how the web page actually loads and what are the elements on the web. So here I can you can see like this is the DOM. So DOM is the main, it's a skeleton for website, you can say, and it has different parts and everything is joined, and everything is related to some other element, and every element actually. And you can see this funny skeleton and how this works. You will see how this DOM actually works. So before we think, I didn't prepare much slides for this DOM and other things. Like we'll just, I'll be more practical enough. I'll directly search for you so that you can be easily explored, and you can be able to explore easily. And this is the styling part. That's why we are here, the CSS part. And The DOM is just a skeleton and it does not have any styling, like it won't look good when you open it. And when you add styling, it actually beautifies the DOM, the structure. So it's just like a skeleton putting on the clothes and just like that. And the clothes or whatever the outer structure which you see is fully dealt with the CSS. And we have many CSS frameworks like SAS, SCSS, and both are almost same, but and also we have design systems and tailwind components and so many things. So I personally follow the Material IO design system. So Material IO, if you go there, so it's actually a design system by Google. So it's a standard design system. So you can see like before actually designing it, you can just go here and see the components, see how buttons like where should they be placed and how much should be the card spacing whenever you are designing a card or something. You can be like able to see like exact measurements actually, like how much it takes. It's taking a lot of time. Okay, so this is the whole thing. So this is a whole design system. You can just have a, if you don't have idea in your mind like what to do and what should be the placement and all, you can follow this material design. It's a good source for developers to actually understand the principles, basic principles. These are not much. So if you can see like Gmail and all other Google apps follow the same system, and many other things also follow this design system. And also, I actually prefer Tailwind CSS. So Tailwind CSS is a really good source. See, this is Tailwind CSS, and directly jump to the documentation. You can see like how to install if you are using a Node application. You can also install it like that. And here also you can see the components. And basically, it's like uh, following almost material design, but here you have the code also. Like you can actually look at the code, and you can actually directly copy paste the code and you can do that. But generally for beginners, I don't prefer this one. But as you are taking part in product building, you have the product should be well finished, right? So I generally prefer this one, Tailwind CSS. And also I want to know like how many are like want to how many want to look like maybe you want to build a project now. I'll do the live coding session. Like if you are interested, I'll do anyway. But I want to see the how many people are interested. How to add icons like button, just like on YouTube. Okay, so I'll be giving a walkthrough of that. So it's nothing like it's simple, quite simple. Within the button, you can place some element like icon, and font awesome icons are really good. And I'll show that like how it actually works. I'll just share my screen so that you can actually follow whole thing. Okay, so font awesome are really good one. Just give me a minute. Okay, just give me a minute. Yeah. So yeah, I think you are able to see. So font awesome icons. So you can directly apply these icons. You can search like Most of them are free. Like YouTube has the play button, right? Play. Oh, what do they call that rectangular thing? Anyway, you get the whole idea. So I like this icon, this free code cam. So, if you want to copy this icon, just put inside the button tag. Okay, like button tag will have some attributes, so you can modify that as well and put inside this button tag, so it will work for you. So these are the basic things, and I want to know if you are getting it, like you are following, right? Like using font awesome is better than making out. Oh yeah, definitely, because they are the icons which are designed, and the whole designs are implemented by very good people. How to make WordPress page using CSS or HTML? So WordPress is actually a service, right? So you can modify the code using CSS and HTML. So that's a whole different thing, the WordPress thing. But yeah, you can follow good tutorials on. I think David has WordPress tutorials. David, check the YouTube channel of David. And yeah, if there are any questions or anything, when we should learn React, it's a good question actually. So HTML, CSS is a basic foundation. Like many of them miss. Like I can say like many of them start directly HTML, CSS, or sometimes some people start directly the React thing. But basically, as a front end developer, it is important to know HTML, CSS, and then jump into the React. Some at least basic JavaScript you should know, like how uh, you are interacting on web, like what is the functionality, at least the basic coding in JavaScript, and then you can start the React. So yeah, so so let's go into the code thing. So I'll be, I think I will code. I don't. So anything else? If I missed anything, yeah. So important things in CSS, I will say like there's a I guess box model is really a good concept, and CSS box model, you should understand this thing. Okay, like I'll give a general walkthrough of box model. So so let's see like what is actually this box thing. So what is this thing? Okay, so it's nothing but whatever the HTML element which I told you, it's actually small. It is it is an invisible box, and inside that you have the element, and you can apply these properties of padding, border, margin, and you can position it like top, left, right, bottom. Yeah, like you can do whatever you want with that. But this is a fundamental concept in CSS. Most of them uh, actually don't go through, so they confuse and starting me छोड़ देते हैं, like they get bored or something. But when you understand these things, just 10 minutes or 5 minutes of research will help you to understand that one, and you'll be good to go. And also another thing I wanted to share is CSS has this called smashing maxing. Smashing maxing is a good one. Yeah, smashing maxing is a good one. You can follow this follow this one. So you can also like see the guides, articles by developers, and all the tips you can be receiving through this one. And there's a lot of things over here. You can join this community actually if you want to become a front-end developer. You can earn a lot by having some remote job. Like most of them in uh, do the remote jobs, like you make good projects and you involve in communities, and they'll be offering a good payment. And though you are a student, you can actually experiment on these things, because I don't say that this is the only way. The more you explore, the more you can have fun in anything. So, so this is the whole thing. Like, you can get the whole idea of what's going on through this smashing magazine. And also the flexbox. Okay, the CSS has this thing called flexbox. Sometimes what we do is like, uh, uh, we feel difficulty in centering an element. Like, we think that it's a big task. But flexbox, whenever this thing was released, I think it was released in 2014 or 15, I don't remember, but it was released that time. So whenever this thing came, so the centering the element and all the design systems were changed. Like, material design was followed much easier, in a much easier way. All the spacing thing was adjusted by CSS itself. So nothing you have to do. You have to like do declare a class in style sheet, and then display flex. This is the when you declare this thing, it will understand that, okay, this is the now flexbox thing is activated. So whenever you go through, you can use different things for different designs. If you want to just center an element, space around, you see here it is the center. So for center, justify content center. When you just do this, and upon that there will be display flex, of course, the element will be centered. So these are the basic things: flex box and box model. So when you are good with this one, you are good to go. And also, so I will give a walkthrough of, let's make something. Okay, I'll be guiding you, or you can code with me. So we have enough time, so I think we can make something for you. So how many are interested? Like, let's flex and go to Winter. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Start the practical. Okay. Link of that community. Yeah. Okay. Smashing magazine. You mean? Smashing magazine community. Where is that? So you can just Google it. It's easy. Like, most of the things is best with self-learning. Uh, where is that one? I don't know. Like, I lost it somewhere. Okay. Anyway, you can get somewhere. Just type smashing magazine, I guess. Then the community. You can take membership over here. So how? So I think everything is good. So I'll just drop. I'm unable to drop a link. Just check it. Like, send this link to these people over here. Hmm. Okay, let's start coding. Enough of things. So yeah. So whatever I did it before, we'll be making this same thing. Okay. So for this, you have to go to front end mentor, front end mentor. These are actually very beautiful things. Okay. Like, in most of the tutorials, it's not actually introduced, but these are really good things which are international standards. You can just go here. Okay, so you can see, like, whatever I submitted and what others submitted. You can this is actually hacker rank for front end developers. You can say they will give a design, and you have to download the design, and you have to submit the code. And what this will do is it will check the code and the design. It will sync it and it will say how much percentage is it's syncing. Based on that, it will give points. And these points are also based on, I think, who submitted first or something. If you submit at the fastest after downloading, you'll get more points. So can check the challenges. Okay, they are very beautiful things over here. Whole things like you can put it on your portfolio. So you can check the levels also. Like for if you are pretty new to this thing, you can check this. If you are good with JavaScript and all stuff, you can go with intermediate stuff. And for advanced stuff, like you have to be at some level and you can go there. Go there. Like I think there are four levels: newbie, junior, intermediate, advanced. If I'm not wrong, four or five. I don't know. Yeah. So that's the whole thing with this. So I will do this one actually because I already did it. But yeah, I'll be more clear with because the time is limited. So you can just I'll send this link. I'll send this link. Just uh, oh, I'm sorry. My screen. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay. So sorry, guys. I could not find that. If now I'm visible, right? Yeah, I'm visible, right? Oh, okay, okay. Now it's visible, right? Okay, I guess so. Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. So this is the front-end mentor thing. Like it's an hacker rank, or you can say some challenging platform for front-end developers. And I have participated in few things before. In this, like you can see, like whole lot of things over here. What I practice and what is the activity, and you can check a lot of things. And who are actually good ones will be featured in this wall of fame. So there are different levels over here. Okay, I think uh, some have seen this one, and we'll be doing this thing called ensure landing page. I guess where is that? So this gets updated every day. Like you can do this like in daily exercise or something. Like you sit for 1 hour or half an hour, depends on uh, what's your time and what's your schedule. So you can choose some things and you can actually put it on your portfolio as well. So I'll just share the screen. Okay, share the link actually. Hmm. Okay, just someone who are the volunteers just share this link. So I'm sorry, I'm actually maintaining two same screens. So
That's completely fine, Joshua. You can drop the links over here and we can, publish it on YouTube.
yeah, yeah, okay. Because I'm unable to comment over here. So anyway, it's fine. So let's do it. So I hope I'll check again if things are loading. Okay. So just make a new repository. Something you can code with me, or you can watch this later. So anything is fine, but 30 days. Okay, something like that. And CSS. Okay, front end challenge. Put readme file and choose a license you want. Like Depends. What did we miss? Okay. So I'll be doing from scratch. I'll make it as fast as possible. So this is the whole thing. Okay. So just clone it. Okay. Let me open Visual Studio. Mm, yeah. I have to change the screen, right? Mm, okay. I'll share again. Um, Sorry for the background noise. Let me know if you are able to see my screen. I guess you are. Okay, so we'll just clone this thing. I guess you are able to see the screen, right? Just someone, Nista, can you just tell me like,
Yeah, the screen is visible.
oh, because I don't want this to delay for you. So yeah, so what we were doing. So we will just make one, maybe some open something new folder on desktop. So yeah, I think now we can open this in VS Code and just enter this command git clone. So uh, yeah, so we are good to go. And I let me know if you just uh, done these steps or something. Let me know. Yeah, these dogs. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, just we'll start it as fast as possible. So what we will do is just download that thing, ensure landing thing, and yeah, I'll just import the designs over here. Hmm? Yeah, import the designs. Where are these designs? Ensure. Just give me a minute. You can meanwhile do those steps if you didn't do. Hmm, okay. Hmm, okay. So I'm downloading now. Actually, I lost this download those files. Just give me a minute. I'll download and just put all things here. Okay. So meanwhile, you can just make this interactive, like how you are starting this New Year resolutions or something. So as it is New Year, you might be having some new goals or new expectations from your side. So you can just tell about your experiences or maybe some new resolutions if you want. Yeah. No, no, screen is not freezed actually. So I am downloading stuff. So so am I sharing something? So just let me know if you are able to see the screen or something. Nesta or
The
anyone.
screen is perfectly visible, although I'm not sure if it's frozen or you're downloading.
So what screen are you able to see now?
I'm able to see the VS Code installation scene, that's all. Sorry, screen. The welcome
Okay,
screen.
okay, the welcome screen. Okay, that's fine. So I'm pulling some things here. So that will be uh, actually found in that files which you have downloaded. So I'm pulling some things here. So readme file. I don't think it is useful. Okay. Anyway, and also we have something called style guide, which is actually very important. Hmm. Oh, I'll tell why style guide is important. So whenever you start something, like especially when you're dealing as a front-end developer, you should ask the designer. If you are a designer, you have to make it on your own. So style guide generally uh, tells like maybe at what place and what color should be used, what font should be used, and what are the different headings and what did you use for the icons and all the stuff over here. You need not again Google search or bang your head. Okay, so this is actually very important style guide. And now you can see like yeah, so design. This is the whole preview. Mm, mm, yeah. So this is the whole preview of the website. So now we'll see the, okay, we'll do desktop design normal. Okay. So you can see how beautiful it is, and there is some box. You can just plan it like you have an app bar. This is called the hero section, you can say, the main section. And there is another section where you have this, yeah, these simple cards, you can say, with icons. And this is some banner at the bottom, like you can give some more highlight to the information. And this is the footer. We have these things over here, and yeah, we'll code along. And initially, we should have this. I think I should. Yeah, I should magnify. Okay. So index.html, that's the basic thing. Oh, sorry, it should be outside. And once you do this, and you'll have this thing, okay, exclamatory mark simple, it will give everything for you, VS Code, and you can change the title you want, ensure Turkey is web dev. You know what actually we have here, okay? So what actually we have in this ensure landing page, if we see, we have some small title, you can say, ensure logo. I think, what did they give to us? 1 minute. What did they actually give? I think I need to pull something else also. So that was images design. Design is fine. Where were the images? Okay. So images. Okay, images are inside design. It should not be there. Actually, it should be. outside. Okay. So yeah, we have everything like what they are using a logo. Everything is in SVG format, so you'll be able to see it when we'll use it. Okay. So initially we'll start with uh, this code. So first things we should be having this. So first thing is Nava, simple, and in Nava we have a container, and inside that there is another division for logo, a clean logo, and we have an I guess. Wait a minute, where is that? Design. Let's open it and keep it here. So yeah, we have an Napa, we have a logo, we have these elements.
Joshua, can you zoom in the screen as it's like very hard
Okay,
for
okay.
us to see?
Actually,
Yeah.
now is it better?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, okay. Thanks for notifying me. Yeah, so this is the navigation bar, and we have this, I think, four elements you can say list, and then we have a small button over here, nice one, and it's clean, pretty clean over here. So we'll start with having a nav, and you know this thing, right? You can do like this, and we have one big division, and another inside that we have some another small division where we'll put the image. So there are two, if I'm not wrong. So two small divisions. Okay, let's keep it like this first. Yeah. So this will what this it is important because you can code faster with this thing. It will make everything for you, like uh, the whole thing, divisions and everything. Okay, so the navbar, the whole thing is navbar. Okay, and inside that we have another division, and in that division we will do this. We will put this division with which will have logo image src. No, not working. So if you do this thing, and you can use this simple tab button. Okay. So you see now how I jump to alt using the tab. Okay, src set we don't need actually. So this is the whole thing. Now you have inserted. We'll insert some image over here. Let's insert it now itself. Images and look. Yeah, looks fine. Let's check it like whether it is running or not. I hope you can see my screen. Yeah, we have something working. Okay. Okay. Like we get that happiness. Yeah, SVG is a format, just like it's a simple vector graphic actually, SVG. Yeah, and it's actually a format. So I think, is anyone coding along? Like, how many are doing this thing? How many are actually coding? I want to check. Or zoom करो. Just I'll zoom it more if you want. Yeah, I think this will be fine. Yeah. So so where are we now? So we are still in the navbar. So we have this outer division, and we have this UL. So this is called unordered list. So this is the main thing. Like most of them use this UL. Okay, so we have this UL over here, if I'm not wrong. Now you can do this UL. How many lists are there? Like there are four things over here. This is unordered list actually. Unordered list and ordered list are two types again. Order list will have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. In UL, we have this bullets if you do. We'll get there. But we have four things, so let's do this. Ally plus ally into four actually. Into four or plus four? Yeah, into four. So actually we have an anchor tag. Like these should be clickable. These things should be clickable, right? So in ally again we should have an anchor tag into 4. Is it working? No, no, no. Into no. Plus 4 because we should have, wait, alive plus 4. And for each list, there should be an anchor. Sorry, like what's happening? Yeah, it worked. Yeah, sorry. So it worked. Now you can directly add this. You can just actually navigate nicely over here. Now, first thing we have, so you can actually go here, how we work, blog, account, and view plan. So you can just how we work, okay, blog. Actually, I lost that thing. That continuity. You should not move any other element, otherwise you cannot jump through this tab. So how many uh, know this before? Like we can do this thing. Like how many of you know this? What is Figma? It is Figma, right? Yeah. Anyway, so Figma, yeah, I've used it, but yeah, let me know like how many knew this thing. We'll fasten, and now we'll have, yeah. So this will have, I think, this is a button, the last one. So it will have some href again, but the button should be customized. So I'll give some class so button or something like that. Now this button was I'm having here, so view plan. Now if you can see like how is our code looking now, you can see this is the whole thing. What happened to this button? Okay, okay. Now we are able to see something over here. Okay, so things are working, and yeah. So we have this navbar done. So whatever the things are present in the navbar, the DOM are done, and we have the UL. Let's remove this thing. Okay, extra division, I guess. Yeah. Nicely, you can just see like what's the structure of the code. Sometimes we just get annoyed with the code itself. Make sure it's well structured. And yeah, next we have this thing called, after Naba, we have this hero section, which is the main thing. So let's name it as we have header, and it is again, it is this section, this whole thing I am coding now. And we have this thing called left side and right side, and we have an image, and these small things. I think if we have time, we will do this thing, and for now we will just do this one. And there is some dash over here if you observe, small dash thing. And there is an heading and paragraph, and it's a button again, the same thing. So yeah, let's code along. So it should be a whole division again, a big one. And inside that we have another division where which will be the left side one, you can say left side. And so left side, and we have the a heading, if I'm not wrong, heading. Let's do this thing here. We'll declare classes for that. Again, we need not come again. So this will be heading top or something. So we have humanizing your insurance. Humanizing. So actually, you need not type this, I guess. So you have in style guide or not style guide. They'll give actually a dummy file. I don't know. They actually provide a file where you will have all the content. So it will be easy for you to directly copy paste. But for now, I'll put some dummy text, and we have paragraph again below the heading. So for now, I'll just put some dummy stuff over here. Later, we'll change it. Okay. Okay, we are able to see something. And now there is a button, I guess. Yeah, this button. So I think this will be helpful for beginners to code along. So button with some class uh, VPN, because it's almost the same button which we did. And view plans. Okay. And we have the right side, which is the whole, which is the major attraction of this website. I can say like how they did it, exactly this position. So our major challenge will be the positioning part. So our now time is 7. I'll try to wrap up in 10 to 15 minutes. And yeah, these things you can maybe this you can take it as a challenge and you can submit it later, because now I have to go through this one. Yeah. So this image, where is this image? Where is this image? Images? No, not this. Okay. So this is the image. So you have to place this nicely over there. Mm, let's stop this. So yeah, so we are here, and this is the division where we'll have. So we'll wrap up. Now we'll have another division, which will have an image. And so this as an images. Drag image into desktop JPG. Or is some hero image or header image. Hero section is nothing but the important section, we call it. Sassy SET. And yeah, so we have added the image. I think we should be able to see it. The thing is, yeah, so we got something. कुछ तो हुआ अपने से. And so we need to do now. So let's apply CSS for this part. So let's do one thing. What is visible now, right now, which is visible on the screen, let's do it, like apply styling for it. And let's see like where we can apply. The first thing is navbar. So navbar should be this, like this, aligned nicely in the centers. And you should, I told you, we should be analyzing before we actually implement. So it is in center, if you are not wrong. see exactly at the center, and these are having spacing. If you are not wrong, these letters have spacing, so we'll use letter spacing for that. It actually makes beautiful, and you can read the content faster. So now we are going to CSS part, and CSS you need yeah. So we'll add the style sheet. So what is yeah, we have to see the this one style guide. Okay, so colors we didn't give. Okay, primary, this one is the color code, and this is the dark violet thing, which is the background of this division below that. So nothing to do with navbar. So in navbar we have to use this font. Okay, I think this is Carla, if I'm not wrong. So let's open this link. So those who don't know about Google Fonts, it's completely open source, and you can directly use this. You can select this, okay, Carla. So let's select something like you are using some. We are not using extra light, I guess. Regular thing, and we'll have something bold. Yeah, love. So let's keep it this thing 407. Just import this one, okay? Like you can actually import in HTML as well, but once you do this, it will be more faster. Okay, whenever the CSS is loading, it will load with that one, and you just copy this and paste it over. Okay, we didn't make style.css, right? So style.css on the top, right? So it will be like this on the top. So now we have loaded the font. Now you should do this uh, box sizing border box. So what this will do is I told you the CSS deals with boxes. Like whole page is a box, and whole page is actually box. So we should put one virtual border so that it will not go out. You can say, and something. There are many things with that. And now actually you can declare the variables of CSS. So how to declare a variable in CSS? So this is the thing, like when you do this root semicolon and root, you can declare variables inside. So this is the syntax. So this is the syntax and variable. We have dark violet color, right? Uh, let's keep it simple. Yeah, dark violet, and the color code you can copy from here. So you can copy it here. So now we'll have this thing. You can check in VS Code. So we can use this variable anywhere in the code. Like it's actually good practice because the browser needs to load this color only once, and you can use the same thing again. So there's no repetition of declaring the color in each class or in each division. So it won't be that efficient if we do that. Yeah. And also we have something called this color is navbar. So this is some grayish thing, if I'm not wrong. So let's go to style guide, grayish blue. I think that is. I'll just copy beforehand, and here declare grayish blue or something. I don't know if it's that same color. No, I guess this is different. Let's see, like maybe we'll replace it with something else later. So yeah, we are at the Napa. So we have declared these two color variables which might be useful for now. And later, if we want, we can add something. And now, actually, we have to check the body. Like you have to change it, and the color of the body is uh, dark. The color, I guess it's dark. This is some whitish color. Anyway, like we'll see like what's happening. How is it affecting here? Nothing. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We actually didn't include this file, right? So we have to include this file on the top in the head section, like link link CSS. If you do this, this is actually called emit. You can go to la emit and see the whole documentation of the shortcuts. Cheat sheet. There will be cheat sheet for somewhere. It's actually embedded in VS Code. So if it's disabled, you can just go and enable it in your VS Code settings. So you can download the cheat sheet. So it is very helpful for you to code faster. Okay, anyway, so now we have to include the style, right? Mhm. So style.css, where is it? It's in the same index. Okay, yeah. So now let's see what's the result. We included, but it didn't change. Okay, the color, right? Yeah, we can see the change. Yeah, see, see this color. Okay, so this was the thing, and yeah, so we are done with the basic declarations of basic things in this style sheet, the CSS. Let's go and code navbar, like what's happening in navbar. So let me see like what's in the navbar. So in navbar, first thing is uh, the navbar is you can say on the top itself, always on the top. So you can position it fixed. Yeah, fixed on top, and you can give padding on both sides, I guess. The top padding 20 pixel or 0, and can set it position towards left because we can hang that to the top left and it will be a box from there. So you get the whole idea. And width of that, let's keep it 100. View viewport width. Actually, this is so. Whatever width your viewport will be, the let's say it's different kind of resolution for every laptop. So it based on that, it will adjust, and you can see it is trying to adjust. So let's make it better. And background of that is mm, let's keep it white because I think it's white. And if you can see the things, yeah, see we have what the background is white, and yeah. And now we have to change this one. We should not be able to see these bullets, and they should be towards the right side over here. So let's do how to do it. Nav, you can select this one. UL, it is inside the nav, so make sure you leave a gap between, and you can directly style the UL. So the UL is, don't think the UL is the individual thing. Individual thing is the list, li. So UL is the whole wrapper for that. For the wrapper, I told you display flex. We can use the flex box. So display flex. For the flex box, we'll do SC. It already bought it here, and please to remove that bullet. So this uh, style type. No. So there is no styling for those left. Okay, and so we are good. And then we have there's no padding. I guess we did not have any padding because wrapper should be nicely, yeah. So there's no padding. There was some padding before. So now we don't have anything. And now we have the wrapper style. Now we have to go inside the li. Mm, li, yeah, you can go now li again. So margin. We have the margin towards the left. So each individual element have some spacing. The margin is actually spacing. You can say spacing between any two elements. Spacing around each particular element is margin. So we have left margin. So I'll use left, and let's keep it 20 pixels. Like standard unit is 20 pixels. It will get a nice spacing. 20, I guess. Let's see like how much. Let's keep it 20 or 30. It is better to use multiples of 4 because 4 pixel, 8 pixel, 16 pixel, these are all the design standards of material UI. And then we have this inside this thing, you have uh, this A tags. So A tags is actual the end element of us. So we'll directly type that thing. So A tags now all the in design if you see all the letters are capital and they're capital and they don't have that underline thing and the color is also this one. I think this purple is let's see like what can be the best one. It can be changed anyway. So yeah, in the style guide. So the text transform which actually is inbuilt CSS property. We can change this text in anything like uppercase, capitalize. So capitalize in the sense like first letter will be the capital and all others will be small. So uppercase, what does it do? It changes every thing into capital. And we don't want it underlined. It's disgusting over there. So text decoration, none. Okay. So if you can see, we are getting a nice view now. Okay. So there's something which is good to eye. And now, yeah. So what is actually missing is shifting these things towards right. And this whole nav has some padding. Let's do this. Okay, sorry, not padding, margin. just give me a minute. Mhm. Yeah, so this snap bar should be having some margin. Let's try margin. Maybe it will be good. Okay, flex direction. Oh, I'm sorry. Flex direction. Let's keep it row. Let's see. Okay, so it's coming. So you can also keep it column or row, and its position is fixed. And okay, not something here. Width is 100. Let's keep it 100%. Let's see. Mhm. To move this towards right. So anyone has any idea? Yeah, we'll be clearing doubts. Add background color to navigation bar we did. Yeah. So let's proceed in the code itself. So now we are, let's do this hero section also. We'll fix it up. This is fun in what solving the bugs. Yeah. So we have this thing, and in the header section we have heading. Okay, the heading style is actually this font is different from this font. And what we have to do is get this font. Where is that one? So other font was yeah, this one, I guess. So weights or okay, they have given the weights. So what happened? Like yeah, okay. So I've copied this one. Mm, let's wait for this. Hmm. Okay, so only the 400 thing. So it's yeah, we are almost getting that feeling. So import and just put it in the code now on the top. Load first and then we can proceed. So now we have that heading. I think h1 tag and the font family was DM. DM sans serif. DM serif display. Okay. Let's see if it is affecting over here. Okay, we have something. We have something because yeah, it was hidden, right? So let's give this hero section some. So margin should be 0 and the default font family is this one, Carla. Carla, where is it? Yeah. So now we get that. It is shifting towards this side, right? Hmm. Okay. So now this heading is behind this thing. Okay. Now what we have to do is bring that out. So which division is this one? there is the second division in the header. So for this division, let's give a class like main header. So give some padding to it. Padding on all sides like 30 pixels. We got this. And margin also some 30 pixels. We're getting it. Margin top, let's say. Okay, let's we'll give this h1 tag a separate margin. 40 pixels because it's not happening. Okay, so this is the whole thing of h1. So now we will give this h1 some styling because they had some specific font size as well. And the font size here used is type 4M. So this is the measure. Okay. So something we are able to see it. And also there is some little letter spacing. If you can observe, they are very close. So letter spacing is let's keep it 2 pixels. Yeah, there is some nice spacing over there now. And the line height, you can say, keep it one. It's a standard. See, this is the line height, and position. You can say it's uh, okay. Let's do it later. Padding top because we had some issue in the top pixels. Now we have got enough space on the top because we need to have that line as well. So main header we are done with positioning and all, and this thing will replace it with paragraph. Wait. So now we'll get some couple of okay one line itself anyway. It's fine. So next thing we have something called this one, this line, or maybe we'll just put it in background first. So where is the background for this one? So let's see where is the background. Background color of the whole thing is in header itself, right? So now we can see header. Background color, it was dark violet. Is it? Yeah. So it's the exact color, guys. So this thing has different color. So we have to change this color into, I don't know. You can use this color picker. Okay. There's something called color picker, and you can just pick color and get the styling. So this is a good tool. And whole header got the background, and now heading has the color is, let's keep it white. Not actually white, but yeah. So white color, everything is white, I guess. And this paragraph is also white. No, a paragraph has some unique thing over here. So it has got some the old font itself, and there is some spacing, and there is some line height, and that's the reason you are able to see nice spacing between each line, and we need to do that. And paragraph has some line height greater than that one, so line height 7, and yeah, color is white. So this is the color, and we have something on the top of this. So in CSS, there is something called pseudo elements. So in pseudo elements, what you have to do is you can modify, like it's nothing but declaring a pseudo element for a particular element. So for this thing, we will have some pseudo element on the top, maybe with some width. I guess it will have some width, and maybe a little bit height, because we have to be it has to be visible anyway. So so yeah, let's do it. So for pseudo elements, you can use this class, I guess, heading top. So heading top, this is the way to declare a pseudo element. And content, it will have some content, will not be contentless. And background color of that one is white, let's say. And the pseudo element's position will depend on the heading. So let's keep it absolute. Yeah, and top 0, and it will have some width. Let's keep it 150 pixels and a little bit high, I guess. We can also like give some padding. Where is this? So it's not visible or something. So document. Yeah. So we have this height. Yeah. So we gave also the color. So what we need to do now? Extra. Mm, line top. So let's see. Let's figure out. It's some bug. So generally, I don't use Chrome. So let's use Brave browser. Okay. So here things are more clear. So I hope it's visible. Yeah. Okay. So let's code. And now we have this. We have to deal with this. What we call the header section. Like what we can do to this header. So this header is having two things over there. First thing is the left side, and the second thing is the right side. And right side we have that image, so we can declare a class over this one so that we can style. I guess this is the first thing. Second thing, so main header is or anything else. So we can style the main header, and so let's have something inside this so that it will not affect. And now it's easy to grab things inside. You can select these things, click on Alt, and just the top arrow button. So that you need not do so much for that. Let's give a class with flex. You can say flex. Yeah. Let's give a bit styling for that. So the flex thing is nothing but we are making this thing into a flex box. Like what we thought is the main header. Inside the main header, we have this class called flex and display flex, and we are aligning the items to center. The two things, and there should be some space. So I told you before, justify content space around between, yeah, between. So let's see the output. Oh yeah, something is working out. Something, at least something we are able to do now, and yeah, it has nicely aligned in the center, and there's a spacing in between. Okay, and next thing is actually what I'll do is this flex will have mm, inside this flex there is another div. So we are pointing out the flex and these two divs inside the children. So the children has this flex property of 1. So when it is 1, it will be nicely placed over here. And then we are done with this thing. Now we are left with the button. I forgot actually the button. We didn't style the button here either. So let's style this btn. And what shall the button have? So the button should have some padding, like it should be a rectangular thing, so different dimensions, like let's say rectangle is this one, and let's see. So there's a nice box here. It's also there, but we'll be able to see and change later. And background, not background, uh, button will have a border. Let's say border, keep it 2 pixel and solid and white. So we'll not be able to see because the background button color. Okay. So this is the basic property of a button. You can say now we can style individual buttons. And color, of course, let's keep the initial color as white, and all the text inside that one will be uppercase. So the text transform will be uppercase. So here you can see we got this, and we have to get rid of this one. So this button is actually the text. Oh, in this one, we have to change it to, I guess, okay, we have to change the color of this links also. So links color dark violet. Hmm. And button will keep it. Hmm. Okay. And we have two buttons, right? So button, let's say button reverse or something other than that color. So that another button will have dark violet thing, and border will be of border. Already we have set the border, but color will change, right? Border color property will be again dark violet. Okay, we didn't actually add it. So it is this button. Yeah, we are able to see it. So yeah, if you have any doubts, we are about to close it because of time, and we you will have the activity of, like, maybe you can add these small SVGs, like you can figure it out, like how to add this one, and you can select some good UI inspirations from front end mentor, and yeah, so this is the whole thing how it will work, and you can give yeah, this one was white, right? So this button will have color. Let's do it this last. And tonight I'll be uploading the code. You can refer it anyway. So where is that? Mm, color, color, background. Sorry, variable. Background. Hmm. Okay. So that color should be again white. Hmm. Okay. So this is the thing, whole thing with this. Ensure. Okay. Okay. We have to keep it. So let's keep it button hero button nap. So it's looking good. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, let me know. Glass morphism, yeah, it's a good one. So the best resource for glass morphism is uh, there is something called UI Design Daily. Okay, so when you go to this thing, so here every week there will be some resources uploaded, so you can get the inspiration from here and you can code. But here I think they will not be giving some files. So this thing. So anything else? It's taking some time to load. I don't know. There's some issue. I don't know. So yeah, this is the whole thing. So I'll drop the links so that will be helpful for you. Doubt session, yeah. Now, yeah, I'll push this code anyway. So anything now. So anything, any resources you want to know, like to explore, just I'll drop the links. So the best is DevEd. You check his YouTube channel called DevEd. So it's a good one. I don't know, my internet is damn slow here. So you can check this called DevEd. I'll drop in chat.
It's all right, Joshua. You can give the links later to us as well, and then we can pass it on the Discord server to them.
Yeah. I'll join the Discord server and you can ask the doubts if you want.
Yeah. And anyone, if you have any doubts regarding whatever Joshua, went through in the whole session, then feel free to drop down in the comments and we'll be happy to take some doubts regarding the content.
Yeah, I'll be in the Discord server. You can ping me or DM me. Okay.
Somebody,
Yeah, that is.
asked about like where did you create these slides from? It's very interactive. Any
Acha. So that is slides.com. If you go to slides.com, you can create your own slides in easy way. Like apart from PowerPoint and all those things, it's easier for developers to create slides. And anything else like
there was
if you
this
want,
another there was this another
yeah.
question that said that what is the difference between HTML box model and CSS box model?
So in HTML, it's just a element over there. It's not like you can say in CSS you can modify. It's almost the same, but the things is the properties which I told, the margin, padding, and the border. It can be changed through the CSS. So that's the CSS box model.
Awesome. I feel like we have mostly covered most of the doubts since we were taking doubts, linearly throughout the session.
Yeah,
So, thank you, Joshua. And
yeah,
you are very much welcome to join our Discord server. And guys, you
yeah,
can drop your doubts in the Discord server if you'll have
yeah,
any
yeah.
while going through the content or, just coding. So, with that, I guess we are closing the session. And thank you for joining in once again. I hope you
Yeah.
had a productive Thursday evening. And with that, Happy New Year. See you next year. Thank you.